Okay, welcome back everybody. I have another version of my yellow kid avatar to start this one off. This is the typical caricature of a Trump supporter from McGarry's TLDR comic strip. If you've seen this specific angry Trump supporter, then you might have seen the entire comic strip. I've seen this several times online. It's a response to the outrage over the Cannon Hinnant killing. Cannon Hinnant is now a famous victim. Almost everyone knows who he is. A white 5-year-old boy shot in the head by a scumbag who happened to be black. And that set off a round of complaints about leftist priorities. Then I started seeing this.
What about this boy who was killed? Where are the protests for him?
Did they catch the guy who did it?
Yes.
Did they arrest and charge him?
Immediately.
Is he going to jail?
Forever.
So, what would we need to protest for?
Bullshit. That dog won't hunt.
This is an unbelievably indulgent, willfully ignorant, blatantly biased non-point. It's also another one of those spectacular self-owns that the woke crowd produces from time to time. Now, I want to make it clear that McGarry himself did not create this in response to the Cannon Hinnant situation. Luke McGarry is a smug, narrow-minded leftist, and he is a fifth-rate cartoonist at best. But he didn't write this about Cannon Hinnant. It was altered afterwards. You see the first panel here? Originally it said, "What about this cop?" And on the Trump supporter's phone, you can see an image of a police officer. It was changed to read, "What about this boy?" Though they didn't bother to change the picture. Well, I put a little more effort into my altered version of the strip. Here is, "What about this boy?" page 2.
What about this boy who was killed? Where are the protests for him?
Did they catch the guy who did it?
Yes.
Did they arrest and charge him?
Immediately.
Is he going to jail?
Forever.
So, what would we need to protest for?
I can't believe even a dog is that stupid.
As a character, you're as one-dimensional as the dog, though, so I'll take it from here. All right, you smug little mutt. What would happen if we applied that standard to the Charleston church shooting? The Dylan Roof shooting? Were there protests about that killing? Oh, there were. In fact, there was a protest held not long ago on the 5-year anniversary of that shooting. Did they catch the Charleston shooter?
Yes?
Did they arrest and charge him?
Well, yeah.
Was he sentenced?
A death sentence.
So why are people still protesting this year? When these obnoxious leftists tried to weasel out of the Cannon Hinnant complaint on a technicality, they invalidated all the Charleston shooting protests. As punchlines go, it's not all that funny. But then it wasn't funny on page 1 either.